So if I was to ask now, ask especially with us ladies, have you got a jealous friend? I will be able to count, one, two, three. I've got some friends. Why are they jealous? Oh, they're jealous because they don't comment on my pictures. They don't do this. They don't do that. And they would comment on someone else's comment, but not mine. So I see a lot of posts on social media talking about jealous friends, haters. Everyone has haters and jealous people. But who are these people? They're among us. We are them. We are the jealous people. So the same way I might call someone a jealous friend, someone else might be calling me a jealous friend right now. So is this real? Is it a real thing, or are we thinking too much of ourselves, thinking that we're that important that we have so many people who are hating us or jealous of us? I don't know. I don't know if it's true or false, but it's just something I'm thinking about. And sometimes the person you think is jealous of you has probably just moved on. So I think friendships, grow. They have a lifespan. Some friends stay for a long time. Some of them you outgrow because, we're not thinking in the same way right now. We're not talking in the same way. And that person who you think is jealous of you probably doesn't remember that you exist. Full stop. They're probably commenting on someone else's post that is more relevant to where they are today in their journey. And if your posts are not relevant to them, they might not be commenting on those. Right? And then there's so much, there's a wide array of things that someone could do that if you don't read it properly, you would assume that they're jealous of you. But hey, who are these jealous people? We are the ones, it's still the same person. So just the same way person A says, oh, person B is jealous of me, person B thinks person C is jealous of them, and it's still us. There is no extra planet where these jealous people live. We are them. Okay? So I'm not talking about something as dangerous as hating a person or wishing a person bad. It's jealousy, envy. It's on a spectrum, right? And sometimes all of us, with the exception of none, we do it. We get jealous of people. Whether you like it or not, I think it's part of being human, so you see someone living the life that you thought you could have lived, maybe someone with a better body or someone with a fine husband or, whatever, or with a better career, someone who's richer than you, doing well. We all have that jealousy. We have that tendency to be jealous. And we need to tell ourselves the truth about these things. We are all the jealous friends that we talk about. So get used to it. So how do we deal with jealousy when we notice it? Because it's natural. It will come at some point. You would get jealous of someone, envious of someone. How do you deal with it? I think first of all, own it. So when you see yourself sometimes trying to talk down someone's achievements, and someone says, oh, this person is doing so well, and you go, oh, what are they doing? Oh God, just push it aside. I think that's envy. I think that could be, may or may not be. I think that may or may not be envy. But once you need to be mature enough to own it, to get to that point where you can tell yourself enough truths to say, actually, yeah, I think probably this is jealousy. So first step is owning it, because if you don't own it, you won't be able to deal with it. So my first point will be admit it, own it, chest it, okay, I think this is jealousy. Okay, so once you've done that, I think the next thing to do would be to acknowledge, and that helps. So acknowledge the effort the person has put in, because sometimes we see the finished product, right? You see a person, for example, I don't know, some social media influencer or someone who's been working hard at their craft for years and years and years. But you don't see them then because you didn't know them. They were so obscure that you didn't know them. By the time you hear about them, they are in maybe 10 years down the line, they're doing so well and all of that. That's the point at which you come in contact with them, and it would be wrong for you to ignore all the effort that they've put in the past 9+ years and just look at them today and go, why are they that special? What about them? And all of that. So I think when you do find that if you do find that you feel a bit envious about a person, just try and find out more about the person. Find out how much effort, what it's taking them to get there. And this really comes to mind. So I watched Serena. It's a documentary. I think it's been there since 2017, but I only watched it this weekend. And behind the whole glory and what you see on stage. You know, she lives with a lot of tension, the tension before the game, the tensions when, you know, the disappointments when she has lost some games. We are not seeing that part. We're just seeing the glorious aspect and counting how many titles she has and all of that. If you haven't watched it, I think I watched it on Prime Video. You need to watch it. The first time she played, I think in her country, they were booed, herself and her dad. It is there, it is on record. The video footage was there. She was booed, she cried. She won the match, but she went home crying. They were booed, everyone, all these white people and just this black girl and her black dad. And they had no support in the whole stadium. They were booed. So acknowledge the effort that she has put in, the things that she has endured to get to where she is, and don't just go, what's she playing? You know, this person can play. It's just, you know, we need to learn to respect. So acknowledge and respect people's efforts, you know. And my next point will be respect the differences between you and the person as well. So I'm not a tennis player. So I've got no reason to be envious of Serena. I've never played a tennis. I think I played badminton, but not tennis. I've never tried it. So again, respect the differences. Like, we're skilled in different ways. The ways that I may be skilled in, she may not have those skills, and the skills that she has, I may not have those. And yes, the fact that a person's skills could propel them towards stage versus your skills maybe just sustaining you or propelling you to your local stage, whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is the difference in life and the beauty in life. Like, we are so many, there is room for everyone. You know, not all of us will get towards stage, but again, I am a firm believer in succeeding at what you find to do. So for those who are Christians who read the Bible, they talked about the talents. So someone had a 1 talent, 2 talents, 5 talents, and the expectation was that, you know, work with what you're given, right? And your success you'd get from 1 talent maybe less than what the person who had 5 talents got, but successful regardless. So again, respecting the difference between you and this person, it helps you deal with the jealousy when it pops up, or the envy when it pops up. And lastly, I think I mentioned it already, there is room. I'm a firm believer, there is room under the sky for every one of us. We are diverse, we are beautiful people, we are a diverse range of people with diverse skills, don't try to be anybody else, you know, just own your. So my daughter says, oh, the way you speak sometimes is boring, but that's the way I speak. I can't make myself more animated than I can. So again, there is room. So you would still, so for example, for those of us who come out to talk, you would still get your own audience. I don't have to come out here jumping and twerking and doing things that I don't want to do just because, oh, I need to get more people. So again, I believe in the fact that there is a space for every one of us under the skies. You just need to find your place, your space, and work faithfully in that place. And don't be jealous of anyone. And don't take it too deep as well. Like, oh, I've got haters, I've got people who are jealous of me. Hey, you're not that important. True. You know, so don't get too caught up in that whole haters, you know, everyone hates me, these people don't love me. People don't really care. That's the truth. I just find that people are busy. You know, people move on. They do different things. You know, and don't think that they spend their whole day thinking about you and being jealous of you. If we all dealt with our own personal jealousies, I think the world would be a better place. We won't have these jealous friends if everyone dealt with their own personal jealousies. So thank you.